The film you're about to hear is a wild fusion of pirates, warriors, lost kingdoms, and a treasure that vanished from history without a trace. A royal seal, missing. A national treasure, swallowed by the sea. And a group of misfit pirates and outlaw warriors, thrown together by fate, greed, and the promise of glory. Imagine this, a legendary ship sinks during a violent storm. On board was the royal treasure of the Goryeo dynasty, an unimaginable fortune that could change the fate of an entire kingdom. Centuries later, an eccentric pirate captain, a disgraced swordsman turned bandit leader, a mysterious map, and a whale large enough to swallow ships whole are all connected by one thing: the treasure that everyone wants yet no one can find. This is a chaotic, hilarious, action-packed race across the sea, where betrayals, explosions, impossible alliances, and pure madness collide. And only one crew will reach the treasure first, if they survive each other. Welcome to one of Korea's biggest pirate adventures. Welcome back to my channel, Real Movie Breakdown. Today we're diving into The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. 2022, a high-energy Korean adventure film filled with comedy, sword fights, treasure hunts, and pure blockbuster fun. So sit tight, grab your popcorn, and let's jump straight into the deep blue ocean, where danger, destiny, and hidden gold are waiting. The film opens with a dark, stormy night at sea. Thunder cracks across the sky as massive waves slam into a Royal Goryeo ship. This isn't just any vessel, it is carrying the last royal treasure of the dynasty. Gold, rare artifacts, the royal seal, everything needed for a legitimate new kingdom. But nature has no mercy. Lightning strikes, the mast shatters, the ship tilts violently, and the crew panics. In the chaos, a gigantic whale emerges from the depths, its silhouette rising like a mountain. The ship crashes, breaks apart, and the entire treasure sinks, swallowed by the sea and dragged into legend. Centuries later, the treasure remains missing. Cut to the present-day Joseon era. We meet Captain Haerang, the fierce but oddly charming leader of a pirate crew. She's confident, fearless, and respected or feared by everyone on her ship. Her crew isn't exactly the brightest, but they're loyal and chaotic in all the right ways. At the same time, somewhere on land, we meet Woo-Chi, a former elite swordsman. Once honored, now a clownish bandit leader. He is skilled, arrogant, and always broke. His bandit group has exactly one specialty: running away. One day, Woo-Chi's crew is chased by government soldiers. After one of their brilliant robbery plans goes wrong, they sprint across the cliffside, slipping, shouting, tripping over their own weapons, pure madness. And just when it seems like they'll be caught, Captain Haerang's pirate ship appears along the coast. Woo-Chi claims he planned this escape perfectly, but the truth is, he's terrified. The pirates pull the bandits aboard, and instantly, a rivalry sparks between the two groups. The pirates find them ridiculous. The bandits find the pirates insane. But both sides have one thing in common: greed. The turning point comes when the crew captures a drifting vessel. Inside it, they find a half-dead soldier clutching a sealed case. When they force it open, they discover something extraordinary: an ancient map leading to the lost royal treasure. At first, the pirates don't believe it. Woo-Chi mocks it. Haerang doubts it. But then a scholar on board analyzes the symbols, and everything matches the legend of the Goryeo treasure. The treasure isn't just real, it's enormous. The map hints at a hidden island, a place erased from most records. But the real clue lies in something stranger: a sketch of a giant whale. The same whale rumored to have swallowed the royal seal centuries ago. Suddenly, everyone is interested. Haerang sees honor and adventure. Woo-Chi sees gold, fame, and more gold. The pirates see free booze. The bandits see retirement money. Within moments, both groups are fighting over the map, pulling it left and right, flipping each other over the deck. And in the center of the chaos stands Haerang, calm, calculating. She knows one thing: this treasure could make her the greatest pirate in history. She makes the decision: we're going after it. Woo-Chi smirks. Of course we are. It was my idea anyway. Everyone ignores him. They set sail. Days pass. The sea remains calm. Until one night, the ship trembles. The water around them shifts. A massive shape rises beneath the moonlight. A creature so enormous it casts a shadow across the deck. The legendary whale. Everyone panics. Some pray, some scream. Some pretend to faint. Muchi nearly jumps overboard to fight it with honor, but immediately changes his mind when he sees the whale's size. The whale circles the ship, its eye shimmering with intelligence. Then, without warning, it dives beneath them and vanishes. The crew is left silent, shaking, confused. Herring realizes the truth. If the whale is real, then the treasure is real too. Far away on another ship, we meet Bu Heung-soo, a former noble turned ruthless warlord. His goal is simple: claim the Goryeo treasure and raise an army strong enough to dominate the region. He has spies, soldiers, and his own fleet searching for the map. When he learns that pirates have found it first, he becomes obsessed. For him, this isn't about wealth, it's about power and revenge. He orders his men, find them, kill them, bring the treasure to me. The hunt begins. Back on Herang's ship, the pirates and bandits struggle to cooperate. Their personalities clash constantly. Pirates, disciplined chaos; bandits, unskilled chaos. Muchi constantly challenges Herang's leadership. Herang constantly embarrasses him in front of his own men. The crew watches like it's a daily soap opera. But tension aside, the two groups gradually settle into a rhythm. Bandits help with scouting. Pirates help with combat. Together, they begin deciphering the map. They realize the treasure isn't buried on land, it's hidden inside a secret underwater cave, accessible only once the tides shift. But there's a problem. The entrance is guarded by dangerous reefs and watched by the same whale that swallowed the royal seal. To reach the treasure, they must face the whale again. As the crew approaches the location, a violent storm rolls in. Waves crash, winds roar, and visibility drops. But the real danger isn't the weather. Bu Heung-soo's fleet ambushes them in the storm. Cannons fire. Ships collide. Explosions light up the sea. Herang's ship is thrown into chaos as enemy soldiers board from every direction. Muchi leaps into action with his sword, showing the first real glimpse of his former elite skills. His bandits follow behind, screaming, tripping, and somehow winning fights by pure accident. Herang duels enemy captains with unmatched confidence. Yet the storm grows worse. Lightning strikes the mast. Water floods the deck. The pirates are outnumbered. The bandits are overwhelmed. And Bu Heung-soo's flagship is approaching fast. Herring realizes they're seconds away from destruction. She shouts, "Prepare for full retreat." Muchi shouts, "I was about to say the same thing." They cut the ropes, drop the sails, and let the raging wind carry them away from the battle. But just when they think they're safe, the whale rises beneath their ship again. The screen fades to black. The massive whale lifts the pirate ship almost out of the water. Its enormous eye reflects moonlight, and for a moment, everything freezes. The sea is silent, except for the sound of Muchi whispering, "I think it likes us." It does not. With one powerful flick of its tail, the whale throws the ship sideways. Crew members roll across the deck. Barrels fly, the mast groans, and Muchi screams louder than the storm. Herang grips the wheel, fighting to stabilize the ship. Her command cuts through the chaos. "Hold on, do not fall overboard." The whale circles them again, diving deep. The water bulges as it prepares for another strike, but this time, something unusual happens. It isn't attacking, it's leading them. The whale swims toward a rocky island partially hidden by fog, a place that matches the map perfectly. The whale is guiding them to the treasure. Herring realizes it first. Follow it. It knows the path. Muchi. Or it's leading us to our death. Either way, we're following it. The crew braces themselves as the ship cuts through the narrow passage behind the whale. The storm clears as they reach a calm, eerie area. Black cliffs rise like jagged teeth from the ocean. Mist hangs in the air. Strange gulls circle overhead. This is the uncharted island no map ever dared mention. The island of the lost royal treasure. A narrow cave mouth sits at the base of the rock face. Waves crash against it rhythmically. When the tide lowers, the entrance reveals itself, but only for a short time. Herang signals the crew, "We go inside now." Muchi cracks his neck dramatically. "Treasure, I'm coming." The bandits, "We already miss home." They push small boats into the water and row toward the opening. The tide drops just enough for them to slip inside. Inside the cave, everything glows faintly. Glimmering minerals shimmer along the walls, reflecting the torchlight. Water drips from stalactites overhead. As they go deeper, they make a shocking discovery. floating crates, ancient coins, relics, all scattered across the cavern. Pieces of the lost treasure. The crew's eyes widen. Muchi grabs a single gold coin, laughs like a madman, and immediately slips into the water. Haerang pulls him out by his hair. But then, they hear something metallic echo through the cavern. They turn a corner, and there it is, the royal Goryeo treasure. Chest stacked to the ceiling, golden artifacts untouched by time. The legendary royal seal, ancient scrolls, weapons forged for kings. The crew is left breathless. Bandits cry, pirates faint. Even Muchi is speechless temporarily. In the middle of it all sits the largest chest, engraved with the king's insignia. Haerang touches the seal gently. This is real history. Muchi, this is my future mansion. Just as they begin loading small items onto their boats, a rumbling sound fills the air. Not from the cave, not from the sea. From above, ropes fall, torches ignite, armed men drop down like spiders on all sides. Bu Heung-soo soldiers, and then, stepping through the shadows, Bu Heung-soo himself, smiling, mocking, deadly. Thank you, pirates, he laughs. You've led me straight to the treasure. Muchi whispers to Haerang, Captain, permission to run. No. The cavern erupts into chaos. Bu Heung-soo charges at Haerang with his elite sword squad. Their clash sends sparks flying across gold-covered floors. Muchi, surprisingly heroic, leaps into the fight dodging blades, deflecting attacks, and accidentally knocking 3 soldiers out with a single wrong step. Bandits scream and hide behind treasure chests, only to pop up and hit soldiers with whatever they find. Shields, coins, even a sacred golden helmet. The pirates fight like warriors of the sea. The cave trembles from the force of the battle. But Bu Heung-soo is a monster in human form. His strength overwhelms Haerang. His blade cuts through stone pillars. His rage shakes the cavern. Just when he's about to strike a finishing blow, Muchi jumps between them. For the first time in the entire film, Muchi looks serious. You want the treasure. He draws his sword. Then you go through me. The cave falls silent as the two face each other. Bu Heung-soo charges first, fast, brutal, unstoppable. Muchi blocks, dodges, counterattacks. The sound of their swords echoes like thunder. This is where Mukai's past emerges. He isn't just a loudmouth bandit. He was once a warrior of unmatched talent. Their blades clash in a shower of sparks. Gold coins scatter across the floor as they move. Cave walls crack. Water drips harder. Haerang watches, stunned. Muchi fights harder than ever before, and manages to cut Bu Heung-soo's arm. But Bu laughs it off and strikes Muchi down, sending him crashing into a pile of treasure. He raises his sword for the final blow, and the cave gives out a tremendous crack. The entire cavern begins to crumble. Rocks fall. Water pours in from every direction. The tide is rising. Haerang screams, "Everyone out, now!" Bu Heung-soo refuses to leave the treasure. He grabs the royal seal, clutching it like a trophy. But fate strikes. The floor beneath him collapses, pulling him and the treasure deeper into the flooding cave. His scream echoes as he disappears beneath tons of rock and water. The pirates and bandits sprint toward the exit as the waves swallow the treasure room. Haerang drags Muchi to his feet. "You're not dying here. Move." The rising tide nearly seals the cave entrance. They have seconds left. The crew jumps into their boats. Muchi and Haerang push them with everything they have. Water rushes behind them like a monster chasing its prey. The exit closes, and they barely slip through. They explode out of the cave as the entire island collapses behind them, the entrance sinking forever beneath the ocean. The treasure is lost again, or so it seems, because one object surfaces near them. A single floating chest, the one Haerang grabbed earlier. They pull it into the boat. Muchi opens it dramatically and bursts into tears of joy. Inside is pure gold, enough to change all their lives. The survivors make it back to their ship. The sun rises over the ocean. The danger is gone. The storm is over. And for the first time, they can breathe. The pirates celebrate. The bandits dance horribly. Muchi hugs the chest like a newborn child. Haerang stands at the bow of the ship, wind in her hair, a satisfied smile on her face. She didn't get the entire treasure, but she saved her crew, defeated a tyrant, and earned enough gold to live free. Muchi walks up to her and asks, "So, Captain, What now? Hearing turns to him with a grin. We sail. There are always more adventures. Moochie nods. And more treasure. The camera pans out as the pirate ship sails into the bright morning horizon. The whale appears one last time beside them. Peaceful, majestic, and still watching over the ocean. The crew waves at it. Moochie hides behind a barrel just in case. And with that, their legendary journey comes to an end. And that brings us to the end of The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure 2022. A wild, hilarious, action-packed adventure filled with heart, humor, and unforgettable characters. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, Real Movie Breakdown, for more amazing movie explanations every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.